Know something's not right when at 8 o'clock in the morning you're tied down on a table, and as the special effects guys pass you with the explosive, you smell liquor on their breath. Bad sign.
Don't you know that crime never pays?
The special effects guys, in their infinite wisdom, used 2 half sticks of dynamite.
Hey, hey, hey!
Hold it, Riddler.
You have my number 2?
You think you know Batman 1966? But the truth is way stranger. A BC didn't even want Batman.
It's very impressive.
They wanted Superman. When that failed, they reluctantly gambled on the backup hero in a cape and accidentally sparked one of the biggest TV crazes of the 1960s.
Speed is of the essence.
The pilot was a disaster. Test audiences hated it, and executives nearly killed the show before it aired. Yet that failure created a phenomenon. And the wildest twist? Batman's future was destroyed years later.
Ruined their hair forever.
Not by ratings or critics, but by one reckless demolition that ended everything. These are 50 shocking facts that will forever change how you see the Caped Crusader. Fact 1. Superman was plan A. Batman was the backup.
Can you come to headquarters right away?
It'll be a pleasure, Commissioner Gordon.
Producers desperately wanted Superman or Dick Tracy for their new superhero show. When those rights proved impossible to secure, they reluctantly settled for Batman as their second choice. That reluctant decision accidentally created television gold. BC executives had no idea they were about to stumble onto one of the most influential shows in TV history. The best breakthroughs happen when Plan A fails spectacularly. Fact 2. The pilot that bombed its way to success.
Crime's no fun for him unless it means outwitting us.
Robin's right.
Test audiences absolutely hated the pilot episode, sitting in confused silence because they couldn't tell if Batman was serious drama or outright comedy. ABC executives nearly shelved the entire project after those disastrous focus groups. The audience confusion was actually perfect. They were experiencing the same delicious uncertainty that would make Batman appointment television for millions. When everyone's confused, you've probably created something original. Fact 3. Twice a week TV madness.
What the heck's he trying to tell us?
Batman aired Wednesday and Thursday nights, demanding viewers reorganize their entire week around a guy in a cape. No primetime drama had ever been this scheduling aggressive, essentially gambling that families would plan dinners around Batman time slots. The strategy worked brilliantly, creating appointment television before anyone knew what that meant. Sometimes the craziest programming decisions create the most devoted audiences. Fact 4. The producer who knew nothing about Batman.
With 4 cigarettes and no matches. How did they manage to smoke?
William Dozier confessed he'd never read a Batman comic before taking the job, which became the show's greatest creative advantage. His complete ignorance freed him from reverence and expectations, letting him see the absurdity in a billionaire dressing like a bat to fight crime. While comic fans might have played it straight, Dozier transformed Batman into pop art. Creative genius comes from not knowing what you're not supposed to do. But wait until you hear which Hollywood legend begged to play the Joker. Fact 5. Adam West's chocolate milk audition.
I'm just reminded I'd promised to take my young ward, Dick Grayson, fishing.
West wasn't discovered through traditional casting calls. Dozier spotted him in a late-night Nestle Quick commercial where he parodied James Bond. That 30-second chocolate milk ad demonstrated West's gift for playing heroics with subtle comedy, proving he could be simultaneously serious and ridiculous without breaking character. The perfect Batman audition happened when the actor didn't know he was auditioning. Fact 6. Robin was literally a rookie.
Trust you're in safety.
Oh, sure. Sorry.
20-year-old Burt Ward landed his very first professional acting job playing the boy Wonder, bringing genuine youthful enthusiasm that seasoned actors couldn't fake. His inexperience actually worked perfectly. Robin needed to believe completely in Batman's methods, no matter how ridiculous they seemed. Ward's natural naivety made Robin's loyalty feel believable rather than foolish. Fact 7. Frank Sinatra wanted to be the Joker.
Where can we look? What do we have in our possession which the Riddler gave us?
The chairman of the board himself expressed serious interest in playing Gotham's clown prince of crime, but Cesar Romero had already been cast. Sinatra's Joker would have been fascinating. More Rat Pack cool than manic giggling. A suave criminal mastermind instead of a theatrical psychopath. Sometimes star power can't override perfect casting decisions. Fact 8. The mustache that wouldn't die.
Hold up the wealthy patrons?
Could be. It's a favorite haunt of high society.
Cesar Romero flatly refused to shave his signature mustache for the Joker. forcing makeup artists to paint white grease paint directly over his facial hair. The mustache remained clearly visible in close-ups, creating an oddly endearing imperfection that made this Joker more human and less frightening. Even the clown prince of crime had grooming standards he wouldn't compromise. The casting surprises get even wilder from here. Fact 9. The dance craze Batman created...
You shake a pretty mean cake, Batman.
It's nothing.
Adam West improvised the Batusi dance during filming, creating spontaneous choreography that became a nationwide phenomenon. Teenagers copied Batman's subtle hip movements and finger pointing at school dances across America. Remember copying the Batusi at your middle school dance? Dance shows featured demonstrations, and the move appeared in movies throughout the 1960s. One improvised moment launched a cultural craze. Fact 10. Comic book effects.
And I'll take the Batmobile too.
What about Molly and me?
That comics never had those colorful pow and bam. Fight balloons were created specifically for television, appearing more prominently on screen than they ever had in actual comic books. Picture that bulky TV set glowing with neon fight graphics. The production team wanted cartoon violence without real violence. Television actually surpassed its source material in creating iconic comic book imagery. Fact 11, Robin's holy improvisation.
I'll give Bruce 2 minutes more, then I'll call the commissioner.
Very wise, Master Robin.
While some of Robin's holy exclamations were scripted, writers encouraged Burt Ward to improvise variations during filming. He created over 350 different combinations throughout the series, studying each script to invent appropriate responses like holy alphabet soup. His spontaneous creativity kept the catchphrase fresh and unpredictable instead of stale repetition. Fact 12. The utility belt of infinite impossibility.
Could it be the Penguin's way of taunting us with a clue to where he's going to strike?
Batman's belt contained increasingly ridiculous items like shark repellent spray and alphabet soup that solved any problem, no matter how specific. The writers turned the belt into a running gag about Batman's impossibly thorough preparation for every conceivable emergency. Over-preparation became this Batman's defining character trait. He literally planned for everything, including shark attacks. Wait until you hear about the stunts that nearly killed the actors. Fact 13. The tiger pit stunt that would never happen today.
Penguin operates from this roof across the street.
Burt Ward dangled on a rope directly above 3 live Bengal tigers while trainers waved raw meat to keep the big cats agitated and authentically threatening. Modern insurance would never allow such insanity, but 1960s TV operated under much looser safety standards. The real danger added genuine tension that no special effects could match. It looked silly on screen, but it nearly killed him. Fact 14. Adam West's battered body count.
Ready with a bazooka.
West insisted on doing his own stunts, cracking ribs, jumping over cars, and tearing shoulder muscles lifting heavy objects. He bruised his tailbone so severely during one sequence that he couldn't sit properly for weeks. Insurance companies begged him to use doubles, but West believed audiences could tell the difference. Being a TV hero meant accepting that your body would pay the price. Fact 15, the backwards jump that fooled everyone.
If that room service waiter hadn't come in at midnight, we might still be stuck there.
Those spectacular rooftop leaps weren't achieved through wires. West jumped downward from landing points while cameras rolled backward at high speed. When played forward, it created perfect illusions of impossible upward bounds. The technique required precise timing and multiple takes to get physics right. Sometimes the simplest solutions create the most convincing impossibilities, but the most dangerous stunt was still ahead, and it involved actual explosives. Fact 16. 3 Queens of Catwoman.
You'll all fly together.
Up the river, you birds of a filthy feather.
Julie Newmar perfected the role with feline grace. Lee Merriweather took over for the movie, and Eartha Kitt brought sultry sophistication in season 3. Each actress expanded Catwoman's range while maintaining her essential appeal as Batman's most complex adversary. Team Newmar, Merriweather, or Kitt? Who's your Catwoman? Fact 17. Eartha Kitt broke barriers and resistance.
Tell Warden and Crichton they keep better on ice.
When Kitt became Catwoman, she broke significant ground as the first black actress playing a major recurring villain on primetime TV. Some southern stations initially balked at airing her episodes, but Kitt's compelling performance quickly silenced resistance. Her natural magnetism made controversy irrelevant. Great acting transcends prejudice. Fact 18. Liberatti's criminal piano performance.
Besides, I need the both of you here, my fine feathered finks.
The flamboyant pianist played twin villains, Chandel and Harry, integrating elaborate musical numbers into criminal plots. His natural showmanship perfectly matched Batman's theatrical universe, where performance and crime intersected regularly. Liberace proved that Batman could attract major stars while giving them material worthy of their talents. Fact 19. Vincent Price's breakfast villain.
I seem to remember a picture in the Gotham City Times.
The horror legend brought Shakespearean gravitas to Egghead, a villain who spoke exclusively in egg puns and specialized in breakfast food schemes. Price's ability to deliver ridiculous dialogue with complete seriousness made even silly egg jokes sound genuinely threatening. Great comedy comes from playing absurd material with total commitment. Fact 20. Tallulah Bankhead's final bow.
Holy lodestone! What's happening?
The legendary actress made her last screen appearance as the Black Widow, bringing decades of theatrical experience to a small TV role. Her commanding presence made even brief scenes memorable, proving great performers can make any role significant through sheer personality. Sometimes the smallest roles become important because of who plays them. Which villain was the weirdest? Egghead, King Tut, or Bookworm? The answer might surprise you. Fact 21. The Batmobile chase that never ended.
Hands up, everybody, and you won't get hurt. I ain't kidding.
To save money, producers filmed extensive Batmobile footage early on, then recycled these shots throughout the entire series whenever Batman raced to the rescue. The same highway stretches appeared in dozens of episodes, with clever editing creating illusions of new chases. Viewers began recognizing familiar landmarks, but recycling became charm rather than distraction. Fact 22. The Harley that became the Batcycle.
Dick, it's about time you started learning something about the elements of
The
investment.
first Batcycle was just a leased Harley-Davidson with added bat emblems, but its conventional appearance didn't match the show's increasingly elaborate aesthetic. Later episodes featured sleeker, more futuristic designs that looked appropriately high-tech for Batman's arsenal. The evolution from basic to fantastic mirrored the series' journey from adaptation to phenomenon. Fact 23. The alley that appeared everywhere.
When that bird turns snow white, it could be merely a tricky whitewash job.
Sharp-eyed viewers noticed the same back alley appearing whenever Robin made dramatic Batcycle exits, recycled from Penguin episodes and repurposed for different storylines. Production designers added different props and lighting to disguise repetition, but dedicated fans spotted familiar brick walls. Efficient production created accidental continuity that observant viewers appreciated. Fact 24. The movie that saved the TV show.
Something fishy here.
There sure is.
While season 1 was still breaking ratings records, 20th Century Fox rushed a feature film into production to capitalize on Batmania's peak. The movie's bigger budget created vehicles like the Batboat and Batcopter that were later recycled as TV stock footage. Smart producers made limited TV resources feel limitless through clever reuse. Remember when every kid wanted those specific Batman toys? Here's why they were so special. Fact 25. The toy that beat Star Wars.
There's only one way to find out. Chief O'Hara, call the parking lot.
Kenner's 1975 Steve Austin figure initially outsold their Star Wars line, featuring a removable skin flap revealing bionic circuitry and a telescopic eye that actually worked. Kids could literally see inside their hero, understanding his mechanical nature through hands-on play. The toy proved Batman had achieved true cultural penetration beyond television. Fact 26. Over 30 original villains.
I'm going to steal the jewels of Sophia Star.
The TV series created more original villains than it adapted from comics, including King Tut, Egghead, and Clock King. These television creations eventually appeared in comics, reversing usual adaptation flow by having print media adopt TV innovations. Batman's world proved elastic enough to accommodate any creative idea with proper commitment. Fact 27. The Penguin's accidental signature.
Out with you, criminal! Who are you working for?
Burgess Meredith invented the Penguin's whack 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 squawk to cover throat irritation from heavy smoking during filming. What started as solving a practical problem became one of TV's most memorable character traits. The squawk perfectly captured the Penguin's bird obsession while providing comic relief during tense scenes. Fact 28. The narrator who saved the show.
We must strike before the Penguin does. Let's go.
When casting directors couldn't find the right voice for narration, producer William Dozier stepped behind the microphone as Desmond Doomsday. His deadpan delivery of lines like, "Meanwhile, back at the Batcave" became iconic, threading the perfect needle between serious and ridiculous. Sometimes the best solution is hiding in plain sight. Fact 29. The Brazilian political connection.
You abominable avian.
During Brazil's military dictatorship, appointed senators were nicknamed bionicos, after Batman, implying they were artificial politicians created by government rather than chosen by people. The show's terminology became political satire, proving fictional characters can become powerful metaphors for real-world situations. Fact 30. Adam West's typecasting terror.
Perfect. Tumblers are falling into place.
Before accepting Batman, West worried the role might trap him in superhero typecasting for life. He hesitated until reading 20 pages of script and realizing the show's unique comedic potential. His fears proved somewhat prophetic. He did become permanently associated with Batman, but later embraced and used that legacy to his advantage. Fact 31. The dance. Everyone remembers.
Holy Titanic, Batman, we're going down for the last time.
Remember copying the Batusi at school dances? That subtle hip movement with precise finger pointing that Adam West improvised became a nationwide phenomenon that appeared in movies throughout the 1960s. One spontaneous moment during filming launched a dance craze that defined a generation's childhood memories. Fact 32. The schedule that changed everything.
Light-fingered.
He and his henchmen.
Yes, that's what I am. Light-fingered.
Wednesday and Thursday became Batman nights across America, with families planning entire weeks around a guy in a cape. The twice-weekly format created appointment television that influenced how networks think about event programming. Batman proved that the right show could make viewers completely reorganize their lives. Fact 33. The sound that defined action.
As a duly deputized peace officer, I order you to drop that sack.
Those chich-chich bionic sound effects that became synonymous with superhero action didn't start with Batman. They first appeared in Day of the Robot for an actual android character. The sound was so effective that producers retroactively applied it to all bionic actions. Sometimes the best creative decisions happen by accident and get polished into perfection. Fact 34. The location shoot that made history.
If the tail fits, wear it.
The 1966 movie was shot between seasons to capitalize on peak Batmania, featuring higher production values and elaborate set pieces the TV budget couldn't afford. It proved Batman had transcended television to become a genuine cultural phenomenon. Striking while lightning crackled in the bottle created lasting entertainment history. Fact 35. The villain roster of serious actors.
This could be another of Riddler's ruses.
Quite true, Robin.
Oscar nominees Burgess Meredith, Cesar Romero, and Frank Gorshin brought Shakespearean gravitas to roles that could have been simple cartoons. Their theatrical training elevated every scene, treating camp material with complete seriousness that made absurdity funnier. Great actors transformed silly material into memorable art. Fact 36. The writing team that created magic.
Police headquarters will disappear as surely and as quickly as Marshal Coley's statue.
Lorenzo Semple Jr. made the crucial decision to lean into parody while never quite mocking the source material, walking a tightrope between sincerity and satire. His scripts worked on multiple levels, thrilling for kids, hilarious for adults. The perfect tone requires a masterful balancing act between respect and ridicule. Fact 37, the theme that almost wasn't.
If you intend to follow me, add the answer to the other three.
Early pilots featured a Dusty Springfield vocal track instead of the iconic instrumental theme. Her haunting voice about a man rebuilt from destruction added emotional weight, but executives decided vocals distracted from action. That original theme exists somewhere in vaults. A beautiful ghost of what could have been. Fact 38, the test that almost killed Batman.
But we'll keep right on looking till the very last second.
Focus groups couldn't determine if Batman was comedy or drama, sitting in confused silence that nearly convinced ABC to shelve the project entirely. Their bewilderment was actually the perfect reaction. Audiences at home would experience the same delicious uncertainty that made Batman addictive. Confusion can indicate originality. Fact 39, the recycled set that worked perfectly.
What happened?
Molecularizer.
The empty town in Population Zero wasn't built for Batman. It was the abandoned set from the Andromeda strain. Instead of building from scratch, producers repurposed the existing ghost town, creating authentically unsettling atmosphere through smart reuse. The best production design makes clever use of existing resources. Fact 40. The legacy that never faded.
He's the only one still kicking.
Batman created more than a TV show. It launched dance crazes, influenced action cinema, created political terminology, and proved that the right adaptation could surpass its source material. Over 30 original villains, countless cultural references, and memories burned into multiple generations. Sometimes second choices become first-class legends. But wait, there are even more shocking secrets hidden in the Batcave itself. Fact 41. The only death in Batman's sacred space.
There's some very fine ink. Would you like that?
Just plain ink.
In all of Batman's adventures, only one person ever died in the supposedly safe Batcave, a character named Molly in a single episode. The Batcave, meant to be Batman's ultimate sanctuary, witnessed its only fatality when the show's writers decided even the Dark Knight's headquarters wasn't immune to tragedy. Death found its way into the one place that should have been completely secure. Fact 42, the $800,000 TV set that broke budgets.
Never hurts to remind anyone of a litter basket.
Gosh, yes.
The Batcave set cost a staggering $800,000 to build. An absolutely massive budget for 1960s television production that nearly gave network executives heart attacks. That money created the most elaborate TV set of its era with working computers, vehicle platforms, and intricate lighting systems. The investment paid off by becoming one of television's most iconic locations, proving sometimes you have to spend big to create lasting magic. Fact 43, Robin's 357 holy outbursts.
Anything serious, Commissioner?
The Penguin just been reported in the Mint.
Burt Ward delivered exactly 357 different holy variations across the entire series, ranging from holy agility to holy Zorro. Each exclamation was carefully tracked by dedicated fans who cataloged every single outburst. The mathematical precision of Robin's amazement turned his catchphrase into an obsessive counting game for viewers. Who knew teenage enthusiasm could be so precisely quantified? Fact 44, the villain payday that never changed.
He's already made his escape.
We'll be right down, Chief.
Every villain received exactly $2,500 per episode, regardless of whether they were Oscar winners like Burgess Meredith or lesser-known character actors. This uniform payment system meant legendary performers and newcomers earned identical amounts for bringing Gotham's criminals to life. Equal pay for equal villainy. Even criminal masterminds operated under fair labor practices in Batman's universe. Fact 45, license plate 2F-3567, the Batmobile's ID.
We're going to help you into a jail cell, you baked buffoon!
The famous Batmobile's license plate read 2F-3567, a fictional registration that became as iconic as the car itself among devoted fans who memorized every detail of Batman's world. That alphanumeric combination appeared in countless chase scenes and close-up shots, burned into viewers' memories alongside the car's distinctive design. Even fictional vehicles need proper documentation in Gotham City. Fact 46, the world's slowest superhero car.
Looks like a bunch of miniature tadpoles, Batman.
Batgirl?
Despite its sleek appearance and rocket-powered reputation, the Batmobile was specifically limited to 45 miles per hour maximum speed according to the show's technical specifications. Batman's supposedly high-tech crime-fighting vehicle couldn't outrun most family sedans on the highway. The Dark Knight solved crimes at suburban speed limits, proving that style matters more than velocity when fighting evil. Fact 47, the Batcave that killed Batman's future.
And you might have been asleep for years.
Holy Rip Van Winkle.
After ABC canceled the series, NBC immediately wanted to continue Batman, but the elaborate Batcave set had already been demolished to make space for other productions. Rebuilding that $800,000 masterpiece would have cost too much, so Batman's television future died with sledgehammers and wrecking crews. One hasty demolition decision eliminated any possibility of the show's resurrection. Fact 48. Burt Ward's dangerous life as Robin
Batgirl reached Gotham National in time to prevent circulation of any of the infected money.
Ward was repeatedly injured during filming. Burned by pyrotechnic shrapnel, nearly thrown from the Batmobile when a door flew open during high-speed turns, and bruised by countless stunt mishaps. Being the boy wonder meant accepting that every episode could result in genuine physical harm. The cheerful teenage sidekick paid a painful price for authenticity that audiences never suspected. Fact 49, the multiple Batmobiles. Nobody knew about
You might pass the information on to the other financiers in your area of the world.
The famous Batmobile was actually several different vehicles built from customized 1955 Lincoln Futura concept cars, with multiple versions used throughout the series for different types of scenes and stunts. What looked like one iconic car was really a small fleet of identical vehicles, each modified for specific filming requirements. Batman's singular symbol of justice was actually a carefully coordinated deception. Fact 50. 6 men powered the Batmobile's magic.
That's right, Pinky Pooh. We're just sleepwalking.
The rotating Batcave platform that dramatically spun the Batmobile wasn't powered by futuristic motors. 6 crew members manually pushed the turntable from off-camera positions during every rotation scene. The most high-tech moment in Batman's headquarters relied entirely on human muscle power hidden from viewers. Sometimes the most impressive special effects are just people working really hard where cameras can't see them.